and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I'm super excited for today's reading because today we are doing a collective spread on what we are all going to be going through this week, okay? Before we get started, DM my Instagram in the description below. If you'd like a private reading, you can ask whatever question you want for your reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. So let's just get right into it, okay? I hope you guys are having a good week. I don't even know. Let's start here. Let's start here. Let's see what's going on. Is this two cards? No. Okay, so connect to source, mutually beneficial venture, ooh, and polite declaration. Ooh, this card. Polite declaration, connect to source, and mutually beneficial venture are our cards. You know, polite declaration, it's so funny because I was getting this energy from last week or maybe the week before. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It is time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. See, the thing about polite declaration, I honestly can't even say it's important for you guys to watch your words this week because I just feel like people are going to want to be blunt. People are going to want to speak their truth this week. So I guess maybe just be careful as to not, you know, I don't know, maybe get your feelings hurt. But with this polite declaration, it feels like people are being firm because it's polite, but they're declaring their truth. They're speaking their truth, how they really feel, what really matters to them. So I feel like we're all kind of doing this. And then we have mutually beneficial venture. So perhaps you'll be meeting someone this week that can help you along your journey, or you'll be connecting deeper with someone that's going to help you along your journey. But we have mutually beneficial venture. There is an extraordinary connection at the forefront of your life at this moment. Utilize this relationship to benefit everyone concerned. So maybe you already have like a bit of a connection with someone and you're, you know, finally starting to use them as an asset. And then we have connect to source. Go within to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. There's a lot of standing in your truth, being purposeful this week. Create the shift required to attract what you want. So maybe things have been going off track and it's important to politely declare your truth or politely declare where you feel your life is going, because it's kind of a matter of, okay, if you want to continue to be a part of my life, you're going to have to, you know, kind of get with the program in a way. And it's like you're only allowing people to be at the forefront of your life that provide this mutually beneficial venture. Because listen, we all want to ascend. We all want to be better than yesterday. We all want to live in our purpose and figure out what our purpose is. And with this mutually beneficial venture, it feels like a teaming up collective wise of people of the same kind of consciousness. So people who have certain goals in mind are teaming up together. So for those of you who maybe, I don't know, you want to do something as far as like career wise or money wise, you're teaming up with people who can help you with that. Or if you have certain, you know, things that you're ready for in life in terms of love, you're not allowing people to kind of linger in your life who aren't able to provide that. It's like we're going on a mutually beneficial venture at this point, and you're going to have to politely declare, right? Politely, what it is that you want, what it is that you need. And I feel like we're doing that, and because of that, we're finally having some expansion. So let's see what else we got. I love that energy. And then we're creating the shift that we want. So it's a lot of action. It's kind of like, that's a lot. So we have inner peace, embracing, and happiness. And that's what it's all about, baby. Embracing happiness and inner peace. And it's like, honestly, you guys, I feel like for those of you who are really empathic, but you allow it to kind of get into a little bit of shadowy energy where you find yourself getting used, or you find, you know, kind of just like what's important to you being on the back burner, I feel like we're getting out of that energy, okay? With this inner peace, you're politely telling people what's good. You're telling people what you will and will not accept at this point. And if they can't get with the program, you're at peace with it. And it's kind of like we are, you know, stripping the illusions. We're stripping the illusions. We're things are getting a little uncomfortable. I'll say that comfortably, but we're comfortable in it. It's hard to explain. It's like the conversations that need to be had are being had, and ultimately we're at peace with our decision to do it. We're embracing what it is that we want ourselves, what it is that we need, and that also feels very good, and we're walking towards our happiness. And I love that card the most of all, because honestly, for a huge portion of my life, when it was really tough for me, a time where things were really tough, all I wanted, I had zero goals. I had zero goals, zero ambition. All I wanted was just to feel happy. And that's something that we all go through at some point, I feel like. But it's like, you get to a point where it's just like, I don't care what brings me the happiness, but I just want to be happy and content. And we're going towards that. So that feels nice. That feels very good. Let's see. Yay! I love this. Okay, we have the 5 of Coins in reverse, the Lovers card, and then the 3 of Cups in reverse, honey. Okay, this is beautiful. 3 of Cups in reverse, the Lovers, and the 5 of Coins in reverse. Okay, let's get into it. So with this 5 of Coins in reverse, it's like so the 5 of Coins is a very hopeful, wishful kind of energy, but it's, you know, it's kind of like an energy where we get in our own way a little bit. I feel like we're not going against what our intuition is telling us to do at this point. We're really embracing what the universe is trying to communicate from us and what we need to do. And we're finally just doing whatever it is that we need to do, or we're embracing where we're at. With this Lovers card, honey, I didn't even pull my romance cards out, and I didn't intentionally not do that. I just didn't think to pull them out. But we have this Lovers card energy here. First of all, for some of us, this is us finally, you know, loving ourselves and finally feeling comfortable in our own skin and embracing what it is that we want and what it is that we need. We're not compromising anymore. That's not the point. That does not bring happiness to give to someone and to get zero in return. That is not fun. It is not worth it. You will find someone else. There's going to be someone else if you embrace what it is that you want and what it is that you need. And I feel like you guys are finally realizing that. We're realizing that as a collective, that it's okay to lose something or someone if they cannot give us the bare minimum. If they do not compromise with you, they do not love you. I just gotta be honest, and that's a hard lesson that I had to learn too. But that's just a small portion. Honestly, with this Lovers energy, I feel like there may be a energy of someone coming through, and you know what time, I feel like during this time there was some divine counterpart. I'll have to look that up on my separate time and like address it in a later video, but I feel like some connections, some people are being divinely guided to their divine counterpart around this time. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, we also have the 3 of Cups in reverse. I'll have to address that later in a different video, but the 3 of Cups in reverse is like they're choosing you. They're like, okay. And here's the thing, I was just telling this to someone too. It's like we're so afraid to say what it is that we actually want because we're afraid that someone's not going to agree with it, but you never know until you just actually say what it is that you want, what it is that you need. And I feel like because we're expressing and we're being honest with people about where our venture is taking us, and we're politely declaring what it is that we need, people are taking it well. So things in terms of love are looking very good, and this Lovers is reading to me as alignment. I love that. Let's see what else comes through. I like that. Okay, so we have a why, not for you, and observer. Those are our cards. Okay, so I feel like someone is like, why rock the boat? Why shake things up? You're getting some pushback. Listen, just because you're politely declaring how it is that you feel and you're living in your truth, that doesn't mean that you're not going to get pushback. I am sensing that there is going to be a little bit of pushback for some of you guys, and that is not a reason to you know, to backpedal. It's important that you're confident. And what you've got to understand, the thing is with the not for you energy, it doesn't necessarily mean that someone is going to walk away for good and that they won't come back or that they're going to walk away at all. But it's just like they're realizing, there's like this realization that what I thought before would work is not working. And you're realizing that whatever journey you've been taking is not for you, and you're moving past that. And I just feel like we're living in our truths, and it's just so good. And then honestly, with this observer energy, this is going hand to hand for me. With this lover's energy, I feel like someone's watching you guys in a good way, not in a creepy way, in a good way. So let me pull some of these. I specifically want to tap into, for those of you who are getting pushback, what's going to happen with that? What's the deal with that energy? I'm going to pull specifically to see what would happen if you were to, I don't know, reveal your true feelings, speak your truth, how they would take it. What's the tea on that situation? What are we dealing with here? For those of you who that resonates with specifically. So we have intuition, emotional loss, and rest and rejuvenance. But even this emotional loss doesn't feel bad. It feels like a loss, a shedding of an old skin that just wasn't serving us. It was no longer protecting us. It's not working for us anymore. Emotional loss, intuition, and rest and rejuvenance. Honestly, guys, you're going to get through it. This is going to be a tough week, I'm feeling, for the collective. It really is. And there are going to be some emotional losses. I always transmute energy. There is good that comes from every situation, and that's just on period. And I'm not gonna waver in that belief, because it's been shown to me time and time again that there's, good that happens, with every situation. But with this emotional loss card, I can't really sugarcoat that. For some of you guys, again, you're maybe losing the battle, or there's a draw, but you're winning the war. And use your intuition to guide you, and listen to your intuition. If your intuition is telling you, okay, there needs to be a serious conversation that I need to have with someone this week because we haven't been seeing eye to eye, it's absolutely imperative that you have this conversation, because otherwise you're not going to be in alignment. And this is the time to seriously stand up for yourself, okay? So let's see what else comes through. Miracles, navigating by the stars, and answering the call. And yeah, the call is basically, that itch that you can't get rid of. Like, if that sounds kind of weird, but it's basically like, this thing that's been irritating you. It's been irritating you, and you're finally doing what it is that you need to do to move past that. You're finally answering the call from the universe. You've been getting intuitive hits from your higher self, from your guides, even from your shadow self, to work through some certain stuff. And I feel like if you actually do it this week, it's going to open you up to infinite abundance. There's our cards. All right, let's get into it. So first we have miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Some of you are afraid to speak up for what it is that you want, what it is that you need, and what it is that is your truth. But this just isn't the time to hold back. As long as you're doing it politely, there's going to be a positive outcome. Answering the call, the time is now. You've intuitively been wanting to do this forever, okay? The time is definitely now. Even in, different business ventures that you may have, it's time to get up and pursue it. And then we have navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss is what it says at the bottom of this one. And this is really about doing what's best for you. And that's what this week is all about. Politely, with respect, but doing what's best for you. So yeah, guys, DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever question you want for your reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, okay? And I will see you in the next one.